Events Calendar, and today we're going to learn how to locate your calendar. You may have noticed that your calendar is not a typical WordPress page or post. As an archive page, it is not something that you are able to see on the front end and edit directly on the page. The good news is that even though it is an archive page, you can still customize the appearance of the page on the front end. It's important to note that even though it isn't a traditional WordPress page, it does have a slug. This slug should only be used for your calendar and no other page on your site. In other words, if your calendar slug is /events, no other WordPress page on your website should have the same URL. This will keep everything working as expected. The URL of your calendar depends on the Events URL slug setting found in the Events Settings General Viewing screen. By default, it's set to Events, so your calendar URL would be example.com/events. And as you can see, a preview of the actual URL on the site is provided. So as you can see right here on the screen, we have Events URL slug, and then we have a preview link of that, and then we have the single event URL slug right here. Now when changing the slug to something else, it's best to avoid accented characters. While the event slug URL is used for various calendar views, the single event URL slug is used for individual events. The default single event URL slug is /event. So for example, an event called Christmas Party would exist at example.com/event/Christmas Party. Both URL slug options, the single event URL slug and the event slug URL, can be changed on the aforementioned Events Settings General WP Admin screen. Again, it is important to note that when changing this slug, it is best to avoid accented characters. So how do you make the calendar the site's homepage? Well, you would visit the WordPress dashboard, browse to Settings, Reading, and make sure that a static page is selected. And then for your home page, you would click here and turn that to your main events page, and then your post page would be blog. If you like more of a WordPress page editing experience, you can use the Events Manager provided with Event Calendar Pro. You can also learn more ways to make your calendar the site's homepage by visiting the Events Calendar knowledge base and search for Site's Homepage.